Curiosity. Are you the sort of person who wonders, why is the sky blue? Or why do you have 10 IKEA Allen keys until the point you actually need an IKEA Allen key? It's one of life's mysteries. Like, where are all the baby pigeons? If you have a curious mind, you're probably the sort of person who's always thinking and trying to expand and understand the way the world operates. But sometimes it can get a little bit out of hand where you're always thinking about the next thing, or you're not really uncovering life's mysteries in a particularly fantastic way. If you follow five fairly simple principles, your curiosity might not get the better of you and kill the cat. First of all, is ask better questions. Sometimes our questions to try and answer our curiosity are a little bit vague. But if we try and ask better questions about specific things and we're not delving too broadly into trying understanding the mysteries of the universe and the space-time continuum, we probably can just ebb away and understand a little bit more every day. The next point is to try and have new experiences. If people have new experiences, often this can answer some of the questions and the doubts that they might have that leads to curiosity, but it also opens up your mind to other things that you might want to know about. So it's always good to experience new things. Another great thing is to practice active listening. Sometimes people ask a question just for the reason of being able to speak further in the conversation. When someone's answering a question, you should give it a wholehearted listen, wait for them to finish, and then respond on what they've said, not trying to spew out some sort of answer that you might have already had that might be completely incorrect. Quite an important one is step 4. Set some sort of boundaries. Does anyone remember when Wikipedia came out and you started going on what was known as a wiki walk? You started reading about one thing, then you clicked on something else, and before you knew it, you were trying to understand the Dead Sea Scrolls or try and understand how someone fashioned some sort of unicycle wheel. And then before you knew it, you couldn't even remember why you'd first gone on the website to start with. It's important to set boundaries about what you're trying to understand, and that way your curiosity can be somewhat filtered in a decent direction. And the final point is to think about what you do learn. Sometimes people are curious, they ask questions, they might take in some of the knowledge and some of the wisdom that people or the sources have provided, but they don't reflect back on it. And it's important to think back about the answers or the knowledge you've attained. Otherwise, you don't take it in, and then you end up being curious about the same things you were curious about perhaps 3 months ago. To follow those steps again, ask better questions. This will direct you in a decent direction about what you're trying to uncover. Embrace new experiences, and this might answer some of your curiosities and lead you to ask some decent questions in the future. Practice active listening and don't think that you know all the answers and you're just trying to get some sort of affirming comment from whoever you've asked it to. Set yourself boundaries. Don't try and understand all of the New Testament and the Old Testament and the Quran and the Torah and all the works of Shakespeare in a Friday afternoon when you're a little bit bored. And then reflect on what you have actually learned. Think about it, reflect on it again, and try and commit it to the back of your mind. And once you've done that, your curiosity is going to be directed in a much better way.